Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we get to try out the Creer. From what I did in my last video, we get to try the this remover here that I use with the Creer peel off base. And two, I am going to be doing a beach themed nail because we are going on a little 3-4 day getaway to the beach. So I wanted to incorporate a nail design into that. And my daughter actually came up with this nail design, as I told you all in the previous video. So this is her design, and I will put up a little template of what she made me, but I'm going to throw my own little pizzazz in there. So with that being stated, because I don't want to, I'm going to have some tidbits from the little mini vacay. I'm going to put some in at the end. So I don't want this to be too long of a video. So we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of it. Let me zoom out. Whoop. And we're going to get into it. All right. So first thing is we are going to take this previous set off. I mean, they lasted, they a little wonky, but they're cute. We will revisit these fruit nails for sure. But let's see about this Creer. I'm really excited to see if this, and I think it's not supposed to be as greasy as the Jello. Not that the Jello is greasy, but it's a little, we'll see. Gotta do my sniff test though. I want to compare, see if they smell the same. Okay, this one has a bit of a stronger odor. This one actually smells better. Okay. Let me get a cuticle stick. And just going to do it just like how I do the other ones. We're going to put a little bit around the cuticle, and then I like to go underneath. And then I'm going to let that sit for about 5 minutes before I even go trying to poke and prod at it. Alright, I got one of them off. Now the one thing I can say is it's not as oily as the Jello. But it does take a little bit more, and it could be because I haven't had these on that long. I don't know. So this is a learning process. This is the first time I've used it, so you know, I have to go from there and see. But I'm gonna take the rest of these off, and that way you don't have to sit here and watch me pop them all off. And I'll be right back. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and took off the nails. The Creer was giving me a little bit of difficulty to get them off, but it could have been how I had applied my previous set. So I'm gonna revisit and do a little bit more digging before I use it again. Make sure there's not something that, you know, I was doing wrong or what have you. I've seen it being used and it works, so it's probably on me. But I'm gonna dig a little bit more into it before I use it again. But for the one that did pop off, it popped off pretty well. So I'm assuming that it might have been how I did the nails. So, you know, I got one of them off, but then the other ones were kind of giving me it. And then I broke one in the process of trying to take it off. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sit here and try to cut them all down or take them all off when one of them broke and I couldn't save them. So I clipped them down. So they're clipped down. Well, now I have on fresh tips. I actually did everything off camera. These are the 5 Angels Tipex. The nude full cover tips. So I already have them on. I went ahead and did all that off camera. They've already been, you know, I did my prep, put on my Jello peel off base coat this time. And now they're buffed. I'm ready to go. I'm about to put on a layer here of the protein bond. I always like to do this even before I go in with my, dribbling off my brush, before I go in with my base coat. It's kind of like a extra adherence that not my peel off, but my base coat, you know, everything kind of stays. Okay, for my base coat, I'm gonna go in with the Patty Gel base coat. This has become a favorite of mine. I love the consistency. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna use today. Put this all over the nails. And then we're gonna give it a nice cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, so I have my daughter's picture that she, let me move this a bit closer. Without hurting myself. Okay, you might see me looking over here a little bit. I do have my daughter's picture or her template that she kind of designed to give me an idea to go off, and I will put a picture up. So that's what we're gonna do, and but I am gonna look over here occasionally so I have it on my iPad and it's on the stand, so that way I can know what I'm doing here. But I've got a few things picked out. We're gonna go in with a nice cat eye. Got some yellows picked out. I'm going to use some of the D-gels that I got in the Sweetie Nail Supply haul. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this. I don't know yet. This is a cream clay from Young Nails. Oh, I guess it would help if you guys could see the color. Very pretty. Really thinking of using that. Let me take that out. I have some cute little array of charms here to use. One of these I actually made myself right here. A little seashell. I was trying a mold that I had bought. And a little seashell. And I actually used the Aurora, the Jello zigzag gel to make that. So, but this is what I've got. And we're going to get to work. So, let me get out some brushes. Got my palette here. And let's start with the pinky. And the pinky, she has a little brown at the top, or sand at the top, but there's nothing on the base. But I asked her if I could put blue on the base. So that's what we are going to do. So I'm gonna use this here. I'm gonna use the cat eye on this one. And I also have, let me pull this out of here. I got this little kit on Amazon, but it came with the one to make the little, or try to do like the little water effect with the little bubbles. So let's see how she goes. And she did draw me 2 hands. So I'm actually going to incorporate, and I just realized that, because this is still the from the Born Pretty, and I'm okay with how they look. I thought I was going to take them off, but since there is no peel off base and I don't want to destroy my nails, I'm going to leave these on for a little bit longer and maybe take them off and redo them in the next video. Kind of like alternate my hands, so one hand is not getting all the work. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these, but they're still on. Look, she's still looking cute. My little pink nubbies. So what we're gonna just try to incorporate a little bit of everything in there. And I think, yeah, I think we can make it work. So we're gonna go in here on the pinky with this cat eye gel. And I believe I got this from Amazon. Yeah, and it is HEMA free by Nail Deco. And it is a very pretty color. I don't know if there's a name color on here, but it gives me ocean vibes. I actually used this in a previous, one of my videos where I did, I'll have to link it up in the cards for you guys. But that's when I first used this, and I think it was like when I used the Born Pretty Poly Gel. But that was the very first time that I used this polish. Oh yeah, because I had the hibiscus flower stickers on there. Yeah. All right. Oh, get in screen first. Activate this a bit. Oh, you guys should be so excited for my next upcoming video. Hopefully it gets here in time. I hope you guys shopped, because I know I did. Zillabeau had their 5-year anniversary sale. I was all up in that. I was all up in there. I think I spent over $500, but they had a sale, and ooh, honey, I couldn't say no. I could not say no. So hopefully that'll get here while I'm gone, and that'll be in my next video. All right, so let us see about doing this water effect. I tried it on a practice nail yesterday. It don't have to be perfect, but I'm just trying to create some like little things to make them look like little waves. I've seen people do this, so I was really intrigued. You know, I'm easily influenced. I am. It doesn't take much, especially when it comes to nail stuff. Ew. Yes, I just want it to look like water. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, let me get this little side over here. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. So I'm still trying to work on doing my Frenchies, and I found this on, I mean, I had one already, you know, to help with Frenchies, but I got this set off of Amazon from Beetles, little brush set. I'll have it linked, but I like pink, so it was a no-brainer. You know, look at that sparkle. I know it's probably not the correct color for sand, but these are my nails. This is what I'm using. I have not really used these cream clays too much either. They're so creamy. And let's see. I'm going to try to stay in camera first. I'm just gonna go at the top. I don't wanna, just wanna create somewhat of a Frenchie, because that's what she has on there. Not sure how I feel about this. No, I didn't like it. We're gonna take that off. I think I'm just gonna go in with a regular yellow polish. Let me get this off. Okay, so I got these couple of colors from Beetles, and I think this one more resembles a sandy color. I think the other one might be a little bit too bright. So we're gonna go in with this. Ooh! I'm making a mess. Just realized I didn't have my glove on and I made a mess, so I had to clean that up real quick. But like I said, I'm going in with this color. Yeah, there's no color on there. But anywho, I got this from Beetles. So we're gonna see if this works any better, because I didn't like with I think it had a little bit too much like glitter chunks in there for me. So I'm gonna go in with this one and see if I like it better. So for the other nails, my middle finger is gonna have a yellow background, but I'm gonna keep it tan. Actually, yeah, I think I might do it the same color as that one. I think she wants it to be cohesive. So then I'm gonna use the same cat eye to put on the blue on the ring and the index. And half of my thumb. I forgot there is one more Frenchie. Okay, but let me go in. I'm gonna do the cat eyes. So we're gonna do the ring, this one, and the index, and the thumb. So I don't confuse myself, I'm gonna go ahead and paint my middle one yellow, and that way I know that the rest of them are going to be cat eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and top coat this one and the middle finger because there's nothing else going on here except for some gems. And then I'll just put those on with some rhinestone glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going in with the Patty Gel top coat. All right, so I've got the rest of the cat eye on. And so now I'm going to go ahead and work on the let's do the ring finger, because she's got these little bubbles. And what I picked out, and actually I guess I can go ahead and top coat this one because it's just going to have the little stones on it. So I'm gonna ring finger, I got double check to make sure. So I'm gonna top coat this one and then put the stones on with some rhinestone glue gel. See, I guess I could have waited to go in with the top coat because they're so small, but oh well. I'm gonna go in with my McCart rhinestone glue, making sure I'm putting these on the right finger. You know what? I'm just gonna go in with another coat of top coat. And then I'm just gonna plop them on there. She has it near the edge. Let's see. It's supposed to be little bubbles. Just one will not turn over. Turn over. There we go. All right, she just kind of has them gathered up in the little corner there, so that is what I'm trying to mimic here. Okay. All right, cure.
You asked for a design.
Well, what I had to do was incorporate both of them into one hand because I'm not doing this hand. I was like, they're not ready to come off and they're still okay, so I'm only...
Ones?
Huh? No, the fruit ones are off. My nubbies. I'll take these off the next time I film. I'm like, no. So I'm incorporating, you know, different stuff. Because like those are your little bubbles at the top. Now, you like it?
Yeah.
So far so good? Is it meeting your approval so far? All right. She gave me the thumbs up, y'all. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna finish here, putting these stones on. So we will visit this again. Okay, see you.
We're gonna do that.
Okay. She had to come and check on her piece. All right, let's get this going. So now for my index, and I did put an extra top coat on this. I wanted to just make sure to lock in them little pearls. I didn't want them moving, little bubbles. So I spoke with my daughter and she said I didn't have to do the seaweed one, so I'm gonna do the little fishy, the little dolphin. But I don't know if this one has a curve to it or not for it to sit on the nail. I'm trying to figure out how I want to put it on here. I'm gonna go in with this to help adhere it. So let me get some tweezers. Okay, I'm trying to grab it and just place it into the gel. Okay, and then get the right one, and then I'm going to lace him. I think that's a good spot. I'm gonna flash cure this. Okay, we got our little dolphin on there. It's kind of cute. I'm gonna go in with my liner brush with the gel here and just go ahead and fill in that gap so I don't forget, and I don't want to get it stuck in my hair. Okay, flash cure this. Okay, and now she did have some little, I guess like little water bubbles, so we're gonna add, I'm gonna use yeah, let me use this one because I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna adhere the little bubbles here with the Stretchability Soothes, the rhinestone glue, and then I'll go over it with the top coat. Let me get this a little closer so I can flash cure. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and let's put the starfish and the seashell on this one. A jumbleized mess of sea things. But I am going to take this and fill in some of the gaps. Alright, I'm gonna cure that. Oh, look at that. I ain't mad at it. Alright. Next, I'm gonna go in with the zigzag gel and I'm just going to outline here a little border of my little Frenchie. Trying to see if this little swoop goes down. I don't want it to bulge out like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna flash cure this. Just do it real quick. that way it doesn't move. And then I'm going to put, she's got a second little line on there, so I'm going to add one more. Don't know what happened right there, but that's going to stay. Okay, let me fix this with the brush. Just gonna try to maneuver it a little bit with the brush. Okay. And then I'm gonna cure this. Okay, and one of the lines is darker than the other one, so I'm gonna go in with this pretty blue from D-Gel. And there's no color, it just says DGPJ004. But I'm gonna use this to paint the second line to be a little bit darker like she has it on there. Ooh, this stuff is smooth. Oh, I like this detail. Oh, okay. I'm gonna cure that. All right, let's put a top coat on this thumb and be done with this. All right, I'm gonna wipe all these down with some alcohol real quick, even though, you know, I don't need to, but I still like to. Crisping up this free edge a little bit more. All right, let's get a little cuticle oil because these cuticles is looking like they've been through some things. They've been through some things. All right, well, this is our final look. I think my daughter, well, she came up here as I was doing them. She was pleased, but vacation ready. So hope you have enjoyed today's episode of definitely some chaotic madness, because even when I have a plan, I'm still all over the place. Bing, 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 bing. But that's all I have today. Hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July. And I will see you in the next video for some more chaotic madness. Okay, see you.